My name is Sadie and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a really easy apple crisp. So our ingredients are today 5 Granny Smith apples. I'm using Granny Smith because it makes a better flavor, but you can use any apple you have. I'm using a 1/4 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, and a tablespoon of cinnamon. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the apples and put them on a cutting board and take a peeler. You're going to peel every single one of these. And so now, before you do anything else, you're going to rinse them to get off any dirt your hands might have put on the apple. Board and a knife. You're going to take the apples and you're going to slice them into thin slices. I've got my apples and they're all chopped. And now I'm going to add to them my 1/4 cup of flour, my 1/4 cup of sugar, and my tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm going to mix them up. More cinnamon. There we go. Now that we've finished with our filling, we're going to start on the topping. So, the ingredients for our crust or topping actually are 1/4 cup of oats, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and butter. I'm going to start making the topping. So I'm going to throw all these together. Every single one except the butter, which I've cut in half. Whisk. Okay, just whisk that all together. You're not going to use the whisk again. Just for this one, just throwing it together. Make sure all those brown sugar lumps are cut into tiny pieces. So now I've got that all mixed up and I've plopped in half a stick of butter. I'm going to take my pastry cutter and I'm going to cut it into bits to make it crummy. Look all crummy. You can cut up the butter, but I just was lazy and didn't want to. So I'm just doing half a stick and cutting it up with my pastry cutter. Note, this is the same thing we did in pie crust. Just a note, when you got butter stuck in the pastry cutter and it won't come out with a shake, then the easiest way to get rid of it is just to run your fingers up and down the blades a couple times, and that gets it all out. So, now we're all ready to put it in. So we have a casserole dish. We're going to take our apples and we're going to put them all in there. Every single one. We're going to mess them around. Just make them kind of flat. And then we're going to take our topping and we're going to go over the whole thing. We're going to spread it around with our fingers and press it down. So it covers the whole thing, like that. Okay, there we go. Now it's ready to pop into the oven. Once you've got it all in your casserole dish and you've washed your hands, you're going to bake it at 375 until the top is brown and the apples are soft, about 35 minutes.